Okay, I'm about to break down the difference between spirit and soul. It just dawned on me yesterday. Now, I was watching or listening to Wallace D. Wattles, Wallace D. Wattles, The Science of Getting Rich. And this is what I came up with. It was a download. Okay. Spirit is the energy that you are pulling from. It's the essence of the monad or God or, the all being, the energies around us. That's the spirit. So, of course, you can have a spirit of light. You can have a spirit of light or a spirit of dark. Okay? Now, here's why healing is important. Because no matter how much you try to pull or connect in with the light, if that's what you're trying to do, we'll go into that later. If you want to enjoy the light energies, okay, light doesn't just mean light as in illuminated. Light also means light as a feather, as Jesus. You know what I'm saying? Light as a feather. Okay, or as who is that? The Egyptian goddess who, at the end of your life, you have a scale, and if you got to put your heart on the scale, and she has a feather, and if your heart is not lighter than the feather, then you do not get to go into the afterlife. That is when you have that's because you have not purified your vessel, not just your body, but your soul. So spirit is the essence. Your soul is the container that spirit comes into. So if your soul is heavy, laden with burdens, this is why Jesus says, lay your burdens down so that you can have a clear soul. The soul is for the receiving. So this is the law of attraction is important. The law of attraction, LOA, law of attraction is important. But it's not just how you think. It's not just about what you understand to be true. You also must have a clean soul so that you can hold the light of the spirit. And as Jesus, there's so many Bible verses that just really illustrate this. A new wineskin. It doesn't matter if you have new wine. It doesn't matter if you have new wine if you keep pouring it into old wineskin. This is why it is so vital for you to do the inner healing work, because your soul is the container. So when people say mind, body, soul, mind, body, soul, the soul is your container and ability to be, I want to say, in the presence of now. And it's clarity. This is why the healing work is a must. Because if you try to skip the feelings of not feeling good, okay? If you try to skip what your soul knows to be true, okay, here's a great example. Let's say I have a friend that, and this happens to me, okay? Because everybody's human, okay? So let's say I have a friend, or I have somebody, and I'm watching them on social media, okay? Okay, hear me out, because these things are sneaky. It's it's a constant. It's a holy shift. It's a holy shift. A holy shift. A holy shift that must happen, must occur, because what the darkness does is it tries to sneak in, and you get to expose it every time. So again, I have some friends, okay, who watch my content, never comment, okay, and I have some that I don't want to say they never comment, but they don't, either here or on other platforms, right? It might hurt my feelings, okay? It might hurt my feelings, but I realize I go through the understanding. My spirit understands that there's a lot of reasons why that they probably aren't engaging with my content. None of them my fault, right? Nothing I could do about any of it. I mean, I could complain, I could take it super personal, but I don't take it personal, because I'm like, whatever. But just very minimally in my mind, I'm thinking, whatever. Who cares if they don't listen to my content, whatever. That just gives me permission, because now I just have permission to ignore them. I have permission to not engage with their stuff. Is that a clear soul? But I'm forgiving them. See, I'm letting it go. But what does that say about my soul? That means that when I have that feeling come up, I'm like, something's out of alignment here. Now, here's the deal. Just because something's out of alignment doesn't mean that it's on you to purify your feelings about it. This is why shadow work is important, because I can say, Michelle, you're being petty. You're being petty. Just because I acknowledge that I'm being petty does not mean that I have to now act opposite to how I feel. It's the acknowledgement. It's the awareness that shines a light on that darkness that's trying to cover up trying to justify my pettiness. No, I could be like, you know what? Michelle, you're being petty. And why is that? And I could sit with it. And I don't have to address it right then. I might address it a couple days later. But the awareness and the acknowledgement to say, Michelle, because what I'm saying is, you're doing the same thing, or you're being just as petty. How do you know that that person doesn't feel like you did that to them and they've not said anything? You've not said anything to them. So then I get to think about it, and I get to go, do I want to say anything to these people? Is there anything that I want to bring up? Or am I just not ready? Maybe I have a lot going on. So now's not the right time to talk to them. I'm in my feelings too much. You see what I'm saying? I want to be in the right spirit of things. I want to welcome in the right spirit here. But I'm not obligated to get rid of this pettiness, this little piece of darkness that I'm feeling. I'm not willing to give it up right away, because I don't want a spiritual bypass. But also I get to honor my feelings and sit with it. Many times you'll sit with things and you'll find out why you felt that way, even if it had nothing to do with the situation. You see what I'm saying? But the fact that you acknowledged your soul, the container in which you're holding these truths, is you honoring yourself, honoring spirit, and honoring the situation for what it is. You may find that I really don't even care to bring it up a few days later. Like, you know what? Now that I've processed it, check, noted, but I'm not going to say anything. No big deal. You may find, you know what? I do want to talk to them, but it's actually deeper than I thought. And I may need to wait another few weeks because I'm not ready to have this conversation. Fine. That's okay too. And you might be like, you know what? Let me just address this now. Let me just ask now. That's fine too. But when you neglect the soul, when you want to do everything in the right spirit, but you neglect how you're feeling in your soul, that's when you're not clearing this out. This is why healing is important. Because once you heal, as you heal, you're able to hold more in your soul and create more space. This is where the space is created to bring more of that higher spirit energy in. I hope that helped or made sense, but it does to me. I'm going to keep refining this, so stay tuned.